What's up, guys? This is Dan, your former financial advisor. I was a financial advisor for 12 years, and I've done it all and I've seen it all. I worked in a boiler room. I worked at Merrill Lynch. I worked at banks, and I started my own firm where I ended my career in finance. Today, I want to discuss, should you become a financial advisor in 2023? There's a lot to consider with this. The business has changed. It's not what it was 10, 20 years ago. It's not as glamorous as it might look in the movies. It's a tough business. So I put together a few things to consider if you want to become a financial advisor in 2023. What you must have: service, knowledge, network. Those are the big three things you are going to have to become a financial advisor. The business has changed. You're going to have to provide service. You're going to have to sell your service, sell yourself. And before we get into that, I want to touch really briefly on when you're in front of a client, how do you look and how do you present? I've been doing some consults with financial advisors, and a lot of things they might not realize is their looks, just overall appearance. You should look very modern, be healthy, fit, happy, and confident when you're in front of these clients. Once you have all that down, you have to compete on service. You're going to have to compete with online brokers and robo-advisors. How are you going to compete with a robo-advisor that charges a few basis points a year versus you? This is where your service comes in. Every client you have, you should be following up every 3 to 6 months. $1 million clients or high six figures, every quarter, absolutely. Giving them a call, meeting up with them, offering to meet up with them, go over their portfolio, updating them on news and world events, how it might affect their portfolio, giving them that one-on-one service. They're not necessarily buying your securities or buying your investments. They're buying you. You have to compete on service. It's about you. How do you separate yourself from an online broker and a robo-advisor? Number 2 is knowledge. You have to know your product mix. I've spoken about this in many other videos. You have to know these investments. You have to know what's going on in the market. And if there is something you don't know, that's fine. Don't bullshit them. Just say, let me get back to you on that. Or I think it's this, let me double check. But you have to have genuine knowledge of the financial service industry, of macroeconomics. You have to understand what's going on. And you have to be able to explain it to your clients very clear and concise. Invest in this product because this is the best product for you because XYZ. This will help you reach your goals. This is how it will do that. So they have to know what they're invested in and why. So you're going to have to sell to these Bitcoin bros out there. You're going to have to sell to middle-aged people. You're going to have to sell to old ladies. And you have to know which product to put them in. You have to know exactly, boom, old lady doesn't want to touch the money, wants to leave it to the grandkids. Boom, some kind of insurance annuity. You have to know these right away. But I want to show you something really quick. I'm kind of getting off track here. But if you have a Bitcoin bro come to you, show them this. Go to a backtesting website and show them over the past 5 years how it would have been better to just invest in McDonald's or the S&P 500 compared to Bitcoin. Look at how Bitcoin just reverts to the mean. You have to understand the term reverting to the mean. It basically just all comes back and normalizes. If you invested in Bitcoin 5 years ago, you would have made an extra 50 basis points than investing in McDonald's. And look at the overall S&P. This is hardly anything here. So you're taking on so much more risk. You have to explain to them, you're taking on so much more risk just to speculate in Bitcoin rather than solid companies with clean balance sheets that pay dividends and have global exposure. You have to be able to sell around these Bitcoin bros and explain them, get them back to reality, bring them back down to earth, and say, look, if you want to speculate with a couple grand of your money or a small percentage, I don't recommend it, but go ahead. But if you want to invest in a professional way, we put together portfolios here that have international exposure, clean balance sheets, and pay out dividends. And over the long term, as you can see here with Bitcoin, Bitcoin will revert to the mean, and these will continuously grow at a solid clip year over year over year. This is investing. Investing in a shitcoin is speculation. Don't speculate. At this firm, we invest. And you need to be able to tell them that in a professional manner. Last year, the stock market was down 20%. This year, we're already up 5%. And we're not even done with the first quarter yet. Get in now while the prices are still low. Understand this. Know what the market has done year over year. Understand inflation right now. Inflation's over 7%. Understand what's going on in the current economy. So you always have a rebuttal for them when they say they want to invest in something stupid. When they say they're going to buy, a rental property with nothing down and pay 7% mortgage. Understand what's going on. Have that rebuttal already in the chamber. Boom. Be able to spit it out to them. You're the professional. You know what's best for your clients. And last is an important one, network. Who do you know? Years ago before the internet, they'd say, how big is your Rolodex? Right now, your Rolodex is on your phone. But how big is your network? Who do you know? You might know a lot of people. Are they going to invest with you though? Can they introduce you to other people? Do you have a former career that you can pull clients from? I've talked to actually a handful of people that are switching careers in their 40s and 50s, and I think this is a great way to do it. You can go back to, hey, everybody at my former job, I'm a financial advisor now. I'd love to work with you and I'd love to show you how I work with my clients. I'm at this firm. I work with this group. That would be a great way. So do you have a network right now? If you're young and you don't have a network, can you team up with a senior broker? That's becoming less and less now. It's usually going to that broker's kid or somebody else in the office. But are there any opportunities with your network? Now, if you don't have a network, can you go to a bank? And then the banking clients are basically your network. The tellers and the bankers, you need to train them to send you clients. That is going to be your network if you're at a bank. So these are a few things I want you to consider. Email me below. Click the links below. I have a cold call rebuttal sheet that's just a few dollars right now. And you can also book some time with me for a one-on-one consult. I look forward to talking to you all. But this is what I want you to consider if you're going to become a financial advisor in 2023.